A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Harrison Phillips on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Now a give running left for Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 49 yards.
Boy, I tried to end that nigga Julio career out here.
Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line.
I ain't worried about none of that shit, dude.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Buffalo ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yo, I did not see that nigga back there. Nigga, I thought he was fucking naked. I was like, boy, this nigga out here tripping, boy. Ain't nobody back there. That nigga was way back there.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job.
That nigga tried to finesse me, cool.
Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
I don't know when to put a go deep.
Inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Watch that nigga, cool.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Watch that nigga, cool.
From the gun, it's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it.
Oh, y'all niggas out there slow on defense. What's fuck going on, B?
A 5-yard touchdown.
Told you to watch that nigga, cool.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Who able to connect on
the extra point.
That'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Cost me shit, homeboy.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points up. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Come on, buddy. I know you faster than that, B.
Have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Allen's throw is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This one caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Surprised you didn't blow that shit, Allen. You know you good for that.
Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I can feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5.
We got a little 2 yards there. That's about it.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to wind up and air it out.
You better catch that shit, man.
It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made at the 9.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's Powell on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
And 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage.
Ryan's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. He's going to have to hook up to Gage. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
For the Falcons field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Third down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. seconds up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He gives to Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They try right side here, Gurley. And they'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down at the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run.
Can we get a stop out here?
Walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Ryan. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long. It's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Bills.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Damn.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Atlanta. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Gurley again here on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They get to the Gurley, complete. And he whips it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find his man at the end route, complete. And all the way down inside the 5-4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
He's almost there, buddy.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it. And he will take it.
Oh, so y'all not going to let me make the tackle? I feel you, man.
Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That nigga try to take my
So
goddamn
one play, and
head
they're already
off.
just shy of midfield.
What I do to you, buddy? I thought we were cool, man.
On play action, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job
Put
there
that
because
shit
you
on the
got to
money
play
for
the
you,
ball
cuz.
man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Probably
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This shit got to go like right there, I believe.
Just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Stop trying to hit stick, Weezy.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Trying to take them
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's fucking get it, dude. Let's fucking get it.
Ryan to throw. It's incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. This winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
on the play.
What y'all wanted to do? Y'all wanted to kick the field goal. I want to go for it. That's the play. Say go big and go home, cool.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
I'm up for this shit later, so I'll just get the trying to smoke.
Allen's pass.
Look beautiful.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10
That nigga
at their own
was
20-yard line.
Oh, this nigga nigga.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Today's final score.